brr, it's awfully chilly. I'm kidding, it's not chilly at all. Hi, I'm Quinn, and as you can see by my ridiculous fake fur, I am talking about the Earth's Children series again. Today I'm going to talk about book, oh crap, book 4, which is The Plains of Passage. And I was really surprised by how much I enjoyed this book. I went into it kind of thinking that I wasn't gonna like it because I knew it was gonna be like a road trip book. Especially after the kind of like soap opera-y way that the last book was. I went into this like really apprehensive and kind of like, oh, like this is gonna take forever. And it, like the first couple chapters are just kind of like Jondalar and Auel traveling with Winnie and Racer, which are the 2 horses, and Wolf, which is a wolf. And yeah, like the first few chapters I was a little nervous because I'm like, oh man, like they're just kind of traveling, dealing with some issues. There's like mudslides, and Auel, I don't remember if I mentioned this in the last book, but it's become a lot, like a bigger deal for her now. She's having like weird, like almost premonition-y kind of dreams from, and one of the people that is constantly in the dream is Kreb from, well, that's one of her caregivers of the original clan of the Cave Bear. And he was one of the clan, as she calls them, and he was like their spiritual leader, kind of like father figure to her. And so he's been in a lot of her dreams, like when something dangerous or when something like bad is about to happen, and he usually warns her in a way. So she's like reacting to these, and Jondalar is just kind of like, everything's okay, like it's fine, you don't need to freak out. But you know, her instincts are typically, you know, mostly right. And so there's quite a few moments of that. They come upon another group of people that they've, let's see, goodness, it's been a little bit since I actually read this one because I had started the following one and got really into that one. And I was like, oh no, I need to talk about this one. I believe one of the groups that they come across in this book is like a group that yes, the group that Jondalar knows from a previous travel, and he's like kind of nervous to see these people again because, you know, Auel is so different, and he still kind of has like a bug up his butt about it, which, I mean, is kind of understandable considering that like most groups of people that meet her, they hate the clan of the Cave Bear people that she was raised by, and they think they're animals, and like it's just, you know, a lot of prejudices that they have to go through, and of course they do, like, but of course Auel wins them over with her ability to, like, she had trained horses, well, you know, taken horses and basically trained them and was able to ride them, and a lot of people avoid them as well because they think they're like weird spirits or something because they've never seen people ride horses. Like, this is, you know, it is supposed to be the beginnings of common man and all that. So it's a little frustrating just because, you know, it's gonna happen, and like of course she's gonna win them over, and she does, and like it's very sweet. Like, it's not like you don't care about these people, you do care about these people, but you know, Jondalar really wants to go back to his people, and of course Ayla's gonna follow him because she loves him. Even though they had like the big misunderstanding from the last book, like that seems to not really be an issue anymore. I mean, it comes up a little bit, but it's not like an obsession or anything. But, you know, she's like, okay, like, you know, I'm still gonna go with you even though I really love this people. And she, like, they carved out a like niche for themselves with that group of people. And so, you know, they travel some more, and they come across, well, there's a group of horses that try to get Winnie, which is the female horse, and they like try to take her away, I guess because she's like in heat or something, and they just take her away, and they're like, no, Winnie's been kidnapped. Like, it's kind of cute how they react like that. But you know, they realize like, oh no, if we don't have one of the horses, it's gonna like be really difficult to gather our belongings, because Jondalar has realized like how important the horses are. Like, you know, they're used to having them help carry their belongings, so they have to go find Winnie. And during that, them trying to find Winnie, John Delar actually gets knocked out and abducted by this other group. And so they're separated. And it turns out that John Delar has been taken by this group that's quite, like, horrifying. I did not like these chapters just because it was, I just really didn't like it. The leader of this group was like an insane woman, which her insanity is definitely understandable. And the men in this group were subservient, and like the men had to be in these terrible like cages, and the woman's hatred was brewed by like her person that she loved in the world was abusive to her and like raped her, and it was terrible. Like, it was terrible things. The woman who is running this place, her hatred is so terrible that she, as soon as like males are born to this place, because obviously, you know, they do reproduce, she dislocates. She has the legs, one of the legs of every male dislocated, and they like live with their leg dislocated and having to live in these terrible cages that are filthy and disgusting, and just like those chapters were just really hard to get through, and it was just really, really, really terrible. Just, I don't understand like why somebody didn't take her out sooner, but whatever. You know. Okay, so we're making it through this book. And Ayla ends up saving them. Well, you know, you think it's just going to be this epic, you know, hero thing, and which it's not. Like, she tries to go in and be diplomatic about it. Like, she's just like, no, this is not the way things should be. And she makes a deal that she's going to come back, and like, she takes John Delar, and they decide they're going to come back, and they're going to have a meeting, and she's going, and the woman who runs this crazed group of people is going to treat Ayla with respect, and they're going to have a feast. And obviously that doesn't go well. The deranged woman is about to actually kill Ayla at a moment. First they try to poison them. Anyway, the deranged woman is about to kill Ayla, and of course, Wolf saves the day by ripping out the woman's throat, and that's like such a great scene because, like, one, this terrible, terrible, toxic woman, deranged person is gone, but it's also like so victorious in the way that it happens, and like, I just feel like it would be a great movie. Like, it would just be fun to watch this like terrible person be destroyed, and it like also lets John Delar realize that Wolf is important. Because there are times in this book where he wanted to let Wolf go. He wanted to just leave him because he was causing all this trouble. Like, he was going and chasing things and not coming back, and Ayla was like, we're not leaving without Wolf, you know, he's like my son, I love him. And of course she's like transferred her love for her son that she had to leave behind in the first book like onto Wolf, so, you know, so it's a bit more intense for her, so he realized, he's like, oh, Wolf is with us forever. Like, there's no way we're ever leaving him behind. So, like, that was kind of beautiful. So, they get through that. There's a lot more traveling. They also come upon a wounded couple, kind of a couple, yeah, of people that are similar to the clan that was raised. I mean, they're the same kind of people. Like, they're not similar, they're a bit different. Like, their language is different, but because of the memories that all the clan of the Cave Bear people like them share, Ayla is able to talk to them because she had memorized like how to speak in the ancient language. It also helps John Delar realize that even though, like, I mean, yes, he loved Ayla, he was willing to look beyond her, the way she was raised, that he realizes that the clan, or flatheads as he and the others, other more modern, I guess, humans you could call them, he realized that he was wrong. Like, his prejudices were wrong, that they are people, they can communicate, they have, like, you know, feelings and goals, and they feel pain, and because they helped them, Ayla and John Delar helped them, that they were possibly thinking of maybe trading in the future, like, because, you know, they can trade supplies and help and advice, and now that they have a way to communicate, so that could be something for the future books. I don't know if that's gonna happen or not, but that sounds really exciting. Like, you know, they realize it's going to happen, that these creatures that Ayla was raised by are actually people and not animals. So the book, this Plains of Passage, ends with them about to meet John Delar's family. So, oh boy. No, it's actually not bad. I've gotten a few chapters into that next book, and it's good. Like, I'm relieved that we finally got here, and it seemed to be worth the journey. So, oh my gosh, there's only 2 books left after Plains of Passage. I'm a little sad. I don't want it to be over, so I'm kind of slowing down my reading. So, this is a lot. This book was a lot. I was really, like I said, I was really impressed with how much I did like it. Because I didn't think I was going to. I was nervous that it would be like, just like, oh my god, I need to finish this book. Come on, hurry up. But no, it was a pretty quick read for me. Have you checked out this series yet, Earth's Children, or AKA Clan of the Cave Bear series? I really wish they would have made more of the movies instead of just the one, even though Daryl Hannah is amazing. I would have loved to see her in just different parts, different scenes from the series so far. I would love to see Daryl Hannah do. Alright, so I'll see you next time. Bye.